Hello, hello, my friends. We are continuing with the candle reviews this week. Today we are going to be talking about HOMEWORX Strawberry Kiwi Lemonade. Now, in full disclosure, before we get into this review, I do want to let you know that this candle was sent to me from HOMEWORX or Slatkin & Co. in PR. I am a brand ambassador for HOMEWORX. However, you guys know that just because I am an ambassador for a brand, it does not mean that there are always going to be glowing reviews. And that should be a little bit of a hint about the direction that this candle review is going to go in. So let's go ahead and talk about the packaging of this candle. This is their standard 4-wick 18-ounce candle. We've got the beautiful photographic label going around the vessel here. You guys know I love these. This is probably one of my favorite styles of packaging. I feel like the ambiance it creates is just really first class here, I would say. And even the photo that they chose here, doesn't that look so refreshing for a hot summer day? I know here in Arizona, we are definitely into summer. We had a brief little cooler day the other day, and by brief cooler day, I meant that the high was about 78 and it was a little bit windy, but we are full on into 90-degree temperatures now. So yes, this type of strawberry kiwi lemonade in front of me looks quite refreshing. Let's go ahead and talk about the fragrance notes. Oh, the specific pour date of this candle is November 30th, 2023. Now, HOMEWORX is doing something on their website, which, sometimes they will list only the top 4 or 5 fragrance accords that they usually print on the bottom. And then sometimes on the website, they will list top, middle, and bottom notes. And that's what they have done for this candle. So the top notes on this candle are sparkling strawberries, wild mango, papaya, mid notes of sugared mint leaves, frozen lemonade, kiwi cooler, bottom notes or base notes of vanilla sorbet, coconut sugared musk. All right, so what does my nose smell? Well, on cold sniff, you guys, my nose definitely picks up on some of that strawberry and the tanginess of a lemonade accord. It's definitely a sweet fragrance. It does remind me of like a nice summertime drink. It's definitely in that vein. I think what you are seeing here is definitely, Harry does a really good job of bringing the vision of like what he is naming a candle really to life. I do believe that HOMEWORX in general, and like I said, Harry Slatkin, the nose behind it, he does a really good job. I was actually watching the other day, Bonnie, Queen of the Girl Geeks, she had her friend Lenny, and the two of them were talking about how Harry Slatkin is probably one of the better ones in the business in harmonizing scents, which I would agree with that. And I think that what I'm smelling on cold sniff here is definitely a strawberry kiwi lemonade. It's slightly different than just a strawberry lemonade because I do have some strawberry lemonade fragrances. You do detect a little bit of that kiwi accord in there. It's not super strong, but again, just it lends something a little bit different. It's not as sugary sweet, I would say. It kind of like tones it down, almost like a melon would, in fragrance. We all know that I personally like a lot of melon fragrances, but I think we could all agree that it's not usually as sharp or as tart or as crisp as, say, like a berry type of fragrance note. So you can detect that in there. However, I'm going to tell you that it's very, very light on cold. In terms of, do I smell mango or even mint? I wouldn't even say that like the mint note in here is one that my mind would instantly recognize as a mint fragrance. Like it's not like a peppermint or any of the fragrances that I typically think of in the wintertime where I smell a lot more mint, or even like a chewing gum mint, kind of like that Cotton Flowers from Country Candle that had way too much mint in it, and I was not a fan. This, I think the mint accord in here is what lends an element of kind of that icy coolness in here without your mind actually acknowledging that it's mint that you're smelling. So that is what my nose smells on cold. And you guys notice that I'm using that word on cold a lot here because we're going to go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. So in terms of the burn, pretty good. Okay, we're getting that nice even wax pool. We've got good solid flames. You guys know I do not trim the wicks on these HOMEWORX candles. Harry has advised the same. So I know that there's a lot of talk about these thinner wicks. I personally, and it's just, I know it goes against everything that we have kind of been taught as candle burners, I do not trim my HOMEWORX wicks. I do believe that if you trim your HOMEWORX wicks, you are asking for them to develop that puny wick syndrome, because these thinner wicks are supposedly self-trimming. They do drop a little bit of wick residue into the wax as they are burning. However, I am finding that it's not affecting the fragrance of the candle when it's burning. And I'm not just talking about this candle in general. I'm saying that for most of my HOMEWORX candles, I'm not having that issue. Because these are the thinner wicks, they do have a propensity to want to lean. This candle has been lit for about 3.5 hours. And so you can see actually my wicks here, like that one over there, like in the front and on the right, yes, it's starting to lean a little bit over. But again, I've said this numerous times, I use a wick dipper, and so I am usually able to just dip and stand the wicks back up into place and put them back where I think they should be prior to the next lighting as the wax hardens, and that is how I avoid a lot of issues about losing wicks. All right, you guys, I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore, so let's go ahead and talk about strength and throw. Drum roll, please. You guys, I think this is the 2024 version. Do you guys remember last year? It was last summer in 2023. There was a candle called like Hawaiian Island or something like that. And they ended up eventually pulling that candle off of the website because people were saying they couldn't smell anything. We have the 2024 award winner for that. You guys, I can't smell this candle. I have tried. You guys can see I'm at about the halfway point of the burn on this one. I've put it in a hurricane. And I've been burning it without one. Even in my closed concept bedroom, which has about 9-foot high ceilings, much smaller room than the rest of the rooms in my house, this morning I kept going in and I was like, I cannot smell this candle. I can only smell it if I pretty much am standing right over it with my nose right over it. In fact, right now I am sitting 2 feet away from this candle, and I cannot smell it. I'm not getting any fragrance at all. So this might be the first. I mean, well, I didn't do a dedicated review on that Hawaiian Island candle. So I guess in the history of my channel, when I have been doing candle reviews, I'm going to give this candle a 0.5 maybe. I mean, if it was completely scentless, it would get a 0, but I'm going to give it like not even a 1, you guys, because my nose has to be directly over it, and I don't really want to burn my nose in order for me to smell this. I cannot smell it at all when I am burning it, and I don't know what is going on. I will say that when I put it in a hurricane, I can faintly smell it, like maybe a 1.5. But you guys, this one is a huge fail for me. And I hate saying that because the fragrance that I picked up on cold, I really enjoyed. And I think that if they go back to the drawing board on this one and, you know, make it stronger, figure out what's going on with this, that it's not producing any kind of fragrance output, I think that this would be a lovely scent. But overall, you guys, I'm going to caution you, pass on this one. I'm not getting any fragrance at all on this candle. This to me is honestly probably going to be one that I might end up like just having to toss out the wax for maybe some fire starters or whatnot. But even then, you guys, I don't burn a whole lot of fire in this. Like we don't have much fire going on here in the summertime. Way too hot even in the evenings for that. So yeah, you guys, this is a huge disappointment for me because what I did like it on cold sniff. And I think that this one, if they go back to the drawing board and figure out why it's not throwing off any scent, that it could be a good scent. But this one, you guys, is a massive fail for me. And I hate to say that, but it just is. I think you guys need to save your money. Now, truth be told, you guys, there is a good HOMEWORX sale coming up next week. Hold on to your wallets, folks. There will be 2 collections launching next week. So let's see, I believe it's May 15th that we have been told. So May 15th, there will be 2 new collections coming. I will go over those with you within the next week. So if you want to be in tune for some new HOMEWORX news, if you guys want some dedicated reviews on some of the candles that will be being offered, make sure you're subscribed to my channel because I will have some reviews and first sniff impressions coming up for you guys over the next week. So that way you guys can make informed decisions. And truth be told, you guys, 2 of the candles that I already have in my possession and have been burning for one of those collections that's coming out next week, they are performing very, very well for me. So this one, you guys, is just the rare, like this is extremely rare, where I very rarely have run into candles where I literally cannot smell anything. And that's unfortunately what I ran into here. But yeah, stay tuned, you guys. Next week, HOMEWORX will be having a sale. I would tell you avoid this one, even if you've had your eye on it. Nope, not very good, not performing well for me. So, I mean, it's burning well, but I'm not getting any strength or throw. It's just going to be purely ambiance from here on out. Let me know in the comment box down below, have you purchased this candle already? Are you having a similar experience? I think it's really important, you guys, if you are having a bad experience with a candle, that you do leave that review on the HOMEWORX website, or that you contact them to let them know, because then maybe they'll pull it off of the shelves. I know that they did that with the Hawaiian Island one, because this one, honestly, I don't even think that it's worth spending $5 on. It's completely scentless to my nose, which is really sad. So, womp womp. Sorry to end this candle on a negative thought there, but I do have more candle reviews coming up for you guys this week. I got lots and lots of HOMEWORX ones coming up in preparation for that launch next week. So stay tuned. Hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. That's what I'm here for, you guys. Again, leave a comment down below if you have been experiencing similar experience as mine, or if you're getting good performance out of it, feel free to leave that comment down there too, because it could be just me. Who knows? So, all right, you guys, I don't want to go on any longer than I typically tend to do. So I do want to say thank you so very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.